Welcome back to Cars Done Right. This is Jacob, and today we have a 2021 Jeep Cherokee Latitude. Now this particular model features the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine, as well it has the 9-speed transmission. Now you must be looking at me going, Jacob, what kind of fuel mileage does this mid-size SUV get? Because it can't possibly be over 20 miles to the gallon. Well, you would be wrong. This mid-size SUV averages right around 30 miles to the gallon, a little bit above, a little bit below. And that is due to the smaller size engine that is in this Cherokee Latitude. Now, as well, with it being only a year old, it does have a few high miles on it. It's sitting at about 30,000 miles. And all that means is that it was somebody's daily driver. Now this real beautiful Jeep Cherokee Latitude's only sitting at about $27,000, which is a real steal for only a year-old vehicle. Now in my next video, we'll be covering some of the inside features that come along with the vehicle and what it can and cannot do. So please stick around and see what this baby can do. Welcome back to Cars Done Right. This is Jacob. And we're back here at the 2021 Jeep Cherokee Latitude. We're going to start from the front and work our way back. So starting at the front, we're going to zoom in here and show you. We got this little camera here on the front of the car windshield. Now that camera is used for a handful of different things. First off, it's used for your early warning system. So if you're about to rear end somebody or you're about to run into a pole or something else, you will have a vibration sensation either in the wheel or the seat telling you, hey dummy, you're about to hit something. As well, it does the adaptive cruise control. So your adaptive cruise control, once you get out onto the highway, it helps you slow down if someone randomly slows down and you're not paying attention. So it automatically brakes so that it slows your vehicle down. Moving to the door panel, we have just your average locking mechanisms, your window locks, and your adjustable mirrors. Moving in to the vehicle, we have your normal headlights set up, so you can have it on auto, you can turn them on, you can turn your fog lights on or just off. As well, these are for your dome lights. So here, if you go all the way up, you'll see the dome lights kick on, or you can go down and they'll kick back off again. As well, those adjust the brightness of your gauges. So they go from really, really dim to bright and everything on. Now looking at the steering wheel, we have your average cruise control settings as well as your phone call settings here. So say you got your phone connected to the radio via Bluetooth, you can accept, hang up, or talk to the car depending on what you're wanting to do. Here on the left side, we have all of our adaptive settings for our HUD system. So you can scroll up and you can go to the different things. So say someone sends you a text message, you can read it there. You can see what is playing, say, on your phone via Bluetooth, and a whole bunch of different stuff. You can see your trip, where you're averaging mileage-wise currently on the vehicle. You can see it is averaging 29.7 miles to the gallon, so just under 30. As well, you can just leave it on that first setting where you have your digital odometer as well as your regular speedometer on the right side. Now, moving over to the center console, we have all these different settings. As you can hear, the radio is currently playing on 105.5, but you can have it set to your FM or AM, as well as preset any radio settings that you want to have, and there are 10 settings available for that. Now moving back down, we have all of these preset here. So we can go over to media, and that's where you'd connect your Bluetooth phone to. So right now it's currently looking for a phone to Bluetooth to, and then it'll play music over that, and you can skip, you can pause, whatever you want to do. Then if you don't want to reach down for your climate controls, you can do it all from the screen. You can set where it blows, how fast it blows, and how hot it blows. Moving on, you just have your other basic controls. You have your backup camera and your settings to adjust how your HUD system works and how everything else is set up. You can access your phone here, where if you want to do all your calls from here instead of over on the steering wheel like you could before. You can go to all just your general settings, how bright the screen is, how dim it is, what language it shows, what you want to show up on your home page, and the different voice settings you have for your car to speak to you in. If you want it in a specific language or a different tone, if you want it to be male or female. Now the big one is this app setting here. So here you could access your backup camera while so that you don't have to go into reverse to see if something's behind you. This will be real handy for anyone that's got kids, because anyone that has kids knows that inevitably little Susie's going to leave her little bicycle sitting behind your car and you're going to run it over and you're going to have to buy her a new one. As well, from here you can access everything that you can access down here with a few exceptions. First is your audio settings. So if you want to turn your treble up, if you want to turn your bass up, or if you want to turn something down, you can go into that and adjust your settings accordingly. As well, it does have a compass app to tell you which direction you're facing. So if you happen to get turned around on a back road and your person that you called to get directions from said to drive north, you now know you need to flip around and go back the other direction. Now as we move down, we've got our lane assist here. This just vibrates in the steering wheel to tell you if you happen to be moving out of your particular lane that you're supposed to be in. As well, you have all your basic volume buttons, your tuner for your radio, as well your other traction control button, and this is for your auto start and auto stop. Now for those of you that don't know what auto start and auto stop is, in newer vehicles that have this function, when you become to a full stop, say at a stoplight, your engine will turn off. Now, not off to the point where you have to turn your key again, but it's to save you on fuel mileage, especially those of you that live in real big cities that get really crowded and really, really slow traffic. As well, you just have all your basic heat and air conditioning settings. Your speed is here. You can hear the fans kick on real fast. As well, you can change the temperatures there. Moving down, you have your USB plug-in. If you want to plug your phone into a USB instead of Bluetooth, or it has a charging capability through that port. As well, it has an aux plug-in and your average phone charger plug-in. Moving further down, you have your just regular gear stick, nothing super fancy, none of the button pulls or anything like that. Now, one thing that is different on this one is the parking brake. A lot of the newer vehicles are moving away from those real long-handled parking brakes and just moving to these little buttons. You'll pull it up and you see that light kick on. That means your parking brake is currently active and you cannot move. And you'll just pull it again, once more. See if it'll work for me. There we go. To turn your parking brake off. Now moving out of the front seat and into the back seat, you can see there is more than enough leg room for those 3 or 4 kiddos that you're having to take to soccer practice. Now, as you can see here, there is not a charging port in the back for this one, but it does have vent access, so that if they want to turn their vents off, they can do that if they so choose. Now here in the middle, you got a pull down cup holder. That way, if you have kiddos in the back and you just went to McDonald's or Sonic or wherever you happen to go, they have somewhere to put their drinks so they're not spilling their drinks on your brand new car. Come on. Once you push the button, it does have the auto lift, so you do not have to worry about lifting it up yourself. There is an exorbitant amount of space in this back seat, this back storage area. Over here to the left, we do have another AC adapter plug-in charge. For those of you that need to, say, plug it in to blow up an air mattress, or if you need to use it to, say, jump someone's car, you have one of the plug-in ones, you can do that. Now, if we lift this up, we do have our spare tire, and you can see some of the tools sitting onto the side of that for if you need to change your tire on the side of the road. And you just easily place it back like no issue. Jeeps though are pretty famous for these little hooks right here. As you can see, these are to be used so if you need to strap something down so you don't want it flying around in the back of your seat, you can strap it down with a ratchet strap or a bungee cord. That's way it's not moving on you all the time. Now, those of you that are parents and have had young ones, you can see here on the back, those are your tethers for your child seats. So if your kid's in a booster or a full-blown car seat, you reach those anchors around and attach them there so you don't have to try and hook them into the seat attachments there. That way your kid is extra secure and it's extra easy to take your kids in and out of the vehicle. Now, it does not have the auto close, so you do have to lift it down, but it is real easy to shut and close it. Now, the last feature I want to show you, I showed you it had a backup camera. That is right here. As you can see, it's got that little camera right there. That's what allows you to see out the back of your vehicle. Okay, and then down here you can see this plastic crease right here along the bottom. That means that this car is available to have a towing package added onto it. So with that, guys, that is all the features for the 2021 Jeep Cherokee Latitude. If you'd like to know more about this vehicle, come and take a look at it or take it for a test drive. My name's Jacob again, and I work at J. Hatfield here in Chinook, Kansas. Just give me a call at 620-333-9537. I'd be happy to show you the vehicle. Thank you and have a wonderful day.